112.3 kilograms day 1, 108.55 kilograms day 4. I can work 14, 15, 16 hours per day without any problem. I am trained. I know very well. I started with 24-hour fast. I'm eating basically 2 times a day. Did I experience any energy crashes? No, not at all. Alright, so 112.3 kilograms day 1 and 108.55 kilograms day 4. That's my progress so far. Now today is day 4, obviously, just like I mentioned. And I kind of want to mention a couple of things in terms of the big strategies that I'm executing and the most important things when it comes to what is important for me during this journey, especially during the specific phases of this journey, like this phase, which is basically the initial phase of this fat loss, energy, regain, high performance, operation, maintenance phase. So you understand what I'm not willing to sacrifice in order to make big leaps in this journey, right? So, and I am trained. I know very well. They're aware of what I'm doing and different processes involved. So first of all, what I want to start with is the big strategies. What have I implemented during the first 72 hours since day 1 and now into day 4? So first of all, I started with 24-hour fast. Some people call it OMAD. I don't really care about the names. What I care about is what it does. Now, I'm pretty used to doing different fasting periods. So I'm not necessarily recommending it to everybody, especially women, right away. You might experience some emotional shock. But other than that, 24-hour fast is pretty safe. Actually, it's completely safe because that's how long your glycogen really lasts, especially if you have tried that at least a few times in the last, let's say, 3 months. So your body really is kind of aware that you put your body into that state where you're not gonna eat, let's say, for 24 hours, and you're gonna have enough energy, and there isn't going to be a big energy swing during those 24 hours. Yes, you might feel hungry times for 10, 15-minute periods. You might feel a bit, let's say, low energy for a very short period of time. Again, it all depends on your adaptation. But assuming you don't have diabetes, you're relatively healthy, 24-hour fast is a great initial boost to kick off and kickstart any journey like this, especially when you have a specific goal of, let's say, weight optimization, fat loss, stuff like that, right? So I started with 24-hour fast, and then I'm eating basically 2 times a day. I'm not going to talk about what I eat exactly. This video is not for that. But basically, what I'm doing is I'm eating my first meal at right around 10 a.m. and I eat my last meal right around 3 a.m. So I have a very short period of time when I'm eating. And for the rest of 18 hours, 19 hours, I'm basically fasting, right? Which is, again, something that I'm used to. And that's very productive for me. I don't want to be thinking about different meals, and especially for high performance, this is important. This is why I love fasting so much. Not just because of its health benefits. And again, this video is not for that, but more importantly, because it saves time. It's so time saving, right? You don't have to think about especially when you do prolonged fast. Again, this video is not for that. But there are so many energy and time efficiency benefits when it comes to fasting. So again, I highly, highly recommend to do some sort of intermittent fasting or even 24-hour fasting to begin with. If you let me reset. Again, I highly, highly recommend to do some sort of at least short form of fasting where you're fasting, let's say, at least 16 hours, 18 hours to be ideal every day. So you can compress that eating time in specific window of hours, and the rest of the time you can focus on other things like getting stuff done. And that's extremely important for me, right? So now in terms of exercise, I do 2 cardio sessions a day, but they are very short. One cardio session is more high intensity, so I do a quick uphill walk or run. Usually I don't do run because the weight that I'm at right now it's a bit too high to do any prolonged run, but I can do like a shorter run, but I can do incline walk without any problem or any worry whatsoever. Again, I'm just aware. I know that I'm trained enough and nothing is gonna happen, but I'm playing the long game and I'm always looking at things and I'm always putting options on the table and saying, okay, what are the benefits of this option versus this option? And then I make a choice, right? Because I want to make sure that my schedule is created and it doesn't change more often than it needs to, right? I don't want to change my schedule more than once a week, right? So that's what my plan is. Now, when it comes to exercise in terms of weightlifting or anything else, I do about 3 workouts a week. There's actually no need for more than that. I actually sometimes even do less, like 2 workouts a week, because it's a specific strength goals. But again, this video is not for that, right? So basically 7 pounds of weight loss. Did I experience any energy crashes? No, not at all. Now, to be honest with you, I am probably because of a habit. I'm still consuming around 1 to 2 cups of coffee per day. And I think I did 3 cups of coffee the first day. I did 2 cups. And now today I'm doing 1 cup. Well, basically day 4. So let's say 1 cup. It was yesterday and today I'm doing 1 cup of coffee as well. All right, just to summarize. So the kickstart is 24-hour fast, day 1. That's quite significant fat loss that's happening. I'm just gonna re-say it again and you're gonna put it together. So again, just to summarize the big moves. 24-hour fast, day 1. Then I maintain an intermittent fasting period of about 18 to 19 hours every single day. The calories that I'm consuming, just again at a calorie/energy level, is around 22 to 2500 per day. That keeps me in calorie deficit without making any energy sacrifices whatsoever. That's important as well, especially for those who are maybe a bit more sensitive when it comes to not eating for a prolonged period of time. So it's important that you are not under eating constantly. So you want to be just around in about 300 to 600 calorie deficit kind of range. So that's important. And that was basically it. And then I'm doing about 2 20-minute cardio sessions. One is very stable, one is a bit more high intensity. I'll break it down in the future videos in more detail a day. So that consumes around 50 minutes of my time every day. And I train basically once the weights. So that's around 30 minutes. There are many reasons why I don't train more than 30 minutes, but again, this video is not for that. So, and the progress so far, we're looking at 112.3 kilograms. I'm going to put an image on screen so you can see it for yourself, where I'm weighing myself. And today morning, I am weighing 108.55 kilograms. Again, I'm going to put the picture of that above. Again, I'm not making any sacrifices. I want to make sure my energy is high. I can work 14, 15, 16 hours per day without any problem, right? So if something comes up, again, I'm going to keep you. Let's cut that part out. Okay, so again, the progress so far is from 112.3 kilograms down to 108.55 kilograms in 72 hours. And again, this video is pretty raw. So I don't have it scripted. So kind of I'm going off my memory and off my notes. But I promise the next video is going to be much more structured. I'm going to share more details in terms of specific actions that I'm taking. I'm going to share more details when it comes to specific things that I'm restricting. So if you can understand my actions and my steps and how does it all come together much more deeply and much better. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in just a few days.